The General Directorate of Civil Aviation, the DGCA, announced today that it will operate the second phase of the repatriation process of Kuwaiti nationals from abroad, beginning from Thursday through 65 flights. The official spokesperson of the DGCA and head of the operational plan of the repatriation flights, Saad Al-Ataibi, said that the next phase, which is the third out of 5 phases, will witness bringing back nationals from different destinations, Asia, Africa, Europe and America, adding that the phase will last for 3 days. The official spokesperson of the DGCA added that the first day will witness 24 flights, the second day 21 and the third 20 flights. All will be operated by Kuwait Airways and a privately owned airline. And for more updates on the overall return of Kuwaiti nationals, we have our correspondent Hadi Al-Fahad from Kuwait Airport. Good evening, Hadil. Good evening, Hadil.
Good evening, our viewers. Hi. Yes, Lulwa, good evening.
Hey, I just wanted to know, can you give us the latest updates on the repatriation process of Kuwaiti citizens?
Sure. I'm right now in Kuwait International Airport, exactly in Kuwait Airways Terminal 4. As we know, the first stage of citizens evacuation will end tonight. As we know, for 3 days, the state sectors massive their efforts to evacuate citizens abroad, where Kuwait International Airport Terminal 4 and Terminal 5 received more than 11,000 citizens coming from different countries, GCC countries, in addition to Istanbul, Ankara, Cairo and others. To talk more about this evacuation, we have Mr. Abdullah Al-Jraisi, the management coordinator from Civil Aviation. Good evening and welcome to Kuwait English News.
Good evening.
Mr. Abdullah, can we talk more about this evacuation, especially in Terminal 4?
Yes, in Terminal 4 we have set in place different procedures with cooperation and coordination of different agencies in the government. We have been working on this coordination for months. Behind us is the tent facility for Terminal 4, which is called Destination A. It contains 3 phases. The first stage is the waiting area, and then the registration area, and then we have the testing facility for COVID-19. Of course, we are working here with different agencies. We have been coordinating this with different committees, different teams, and we've been up night and day to make this work to get our citizens back to Kuwait.
Mr. Abdullah Al-Jraisi, thank you so much. Mr. Abdullah Al-Jraisi from DGCA. Now from Civil Aviation to the Ministry of Health with Dr. Hussein Ghadanfari, one of the medical evacuation team in Kuwait International Airport T4. Good evening, Dr.
Good evening. How you doing, ma'am?
Dr. Hussein, let's talk about the procedures from your side, from Ministry of Health.
Well, the procedure, once the plane is landed, all the passengers come through 3 halls over here. It's like with the welcoming halls, then we take them to the registration halls, then we'll take them to the exam halls. Everything should be going so smooth. Sometimes we have a back-to-back planes, but we usually used to manage that. Yeah.
Okay, since when they arrived, what the procedures or what the instructions that they have to follow it?
Well, what do you mean, after they get home?
Yes, the quarantine home.
Yeah, we do the initial activations of the software with the bracelet. Once they go home, the guys from Shlonik app, they contact them. They ask them to follow certain instructions and enable certain services. They ask them to take like a selfie picture, and then since then they start to follow them. Yeah, to give them instruction how to really follow those services and instructions. Yeah.
Dr. Hussein, thank you for your time. Thank you, Dr. Hussein Ghadanfari, the medical evacuation team. You know, all the Ministry of Health, Civil Aviation, Ministry of Interior, charitable societies as Kuwait Red Crescent Society are working towards the safe return of citizens. As the authorities were keen to provide all services to them, citizens are coming back with smiling on their faces. We are waiting for the next stage, inshallah, which will be after a few days, exactly after tomorrow on Thursday, inshallah. That's all. Let's go back for the studio. Hear you, Maha.
Hadia, thank you very, very much for your update. Appreciate it.